Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Little Big Man, and welcome back to the Premier League. Really, obviously, Premier League starts tomorrow. It is Thursday evening. I'm gonna have to record these probably on a Thursday. But yeah, Premier League starts again tomorrow. Burnley, Manchester City, I believe the first game is. But we don't play it until the Saturday. Yeah, Burnley, Man City. I've just had a check. We don't play until Saturday, 5:30 kickoff. But obviously, because I'm going to do the Fantasy Premier League thing as well, I'm obviously going to include, I guess, the first weekend to try and, I don't know, seem like I care about the rest of them. I don't, but yeah. So, Newcastle United versus Aston Villa, first game of the season. Now, in the Premier League Summer Series, obviously, it was a 3-3 draw, if I remember correctly. I don't know, it was fucking early in the morning. But obviously, pre-season is a lot to go off, but not exactly anything to rely upon. We did go unbeaten in pre-season, which is a very good sign. And I think we learned quite a lot about the team going into this first game. So, I'm going to do my predicted lineups, and then we'll move on to my Fantasy Premier League and Super 6, which I've had to do on my phone and just send myself a screenshot, because trying to get it on my computer is a fucking mess. But anyway, starting with the first 11. So obviously, in goal, we're going to have Nick Pope. There'll be no one else, really. I think the back four speaks for itself as well. It'll be Kieran Trippier. Shea could be touch and go. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I think, obviously, tomorrow, Friday, or whatever, you'll see this, obviously, Friday evening. But I think the press conference leading in will, I guess, tell us about Shea's fitness. Obviously, he had to come off for Murphy, who is not here. Alex Murphy. So it did pretty well. I think if Shea's fit, he starts. But if he's not fit, I think Lascelles will come into the fray. I'm going to play it on the basis that it's touch and go with him. So I'm going to play Lascelles. We're going to have Dan Burn in left back and Sven Bottom in left centre back. I think the back four will stay the same. Obviously, Shea just coming in for Lascelles. And maybe Livermore in for Burn. Maybe switch those two over. We'll see how things develop through the season. Now, midfield, Bruno starts. I think that's a given. I think they haven't updated this at all. The bastards. So who's in? Because they've just got fucking people everywhere. They've got Fraser here. He's not fucking played for us in a while. They haven't updated this very well. Okay. Well, I think Joelinton will go in there. Could Tonali start? I think he's been decent in pre-season. I think obviously just trying to, I guess, bed him into the league. I think it's going to take a little bit, because obviously the Premier League can be quite a tough league, you know, if you're not Erling Haaland. I think the game against Rangers, Tonali did really well, but then obviously I think since then it's been a bit hit and miss. I can see Tonali starting, but he's not here. So I'm probably going to give it to Sean, just on the basis that if Tonali doesn't play, Longstaff will start, definitely. And I think we'll go with a front three of Alexander Isak. I think Miggy will start on that right wing. This left wing could be a bit of a problem, as it's between Gordon and Barnes, really. But I could see Gordon starting ahead of Barnes, like on the same basis as Longstaff. Obviously, bet him into the squad. Barnes is proven in the Premier League. We know that. However, Barnes isn't available for selection as well, so I'm also picking Gordon on that basis. I'm gonna have to find a better website for it next time. Shit, but yeah. So that's my team. I think obviously the three that could end up not playing out of this would be Lascelles for sure, dependent upon fitness. I think Longstaff, Tonali instead. Depends on if Eddie's want to throw him straight in or bed him in, a bit like he did with Bruno when he's first joined. And I think Barnes for Gordon as well. I think them three are in contention. Personally, I've seen something obviously about if Burn was to play there, targeting left back. I think we stick with Burn left back, and I think we play Lascelles. Really, if Shea doesn't start. But that is my team that I think will start. This is my fantasy team. Now, I've gone with a bench boost because I've managed to change it around a bit so there's no conflict in teams, because I am going to try and take this a bit seriously, especially if I'm able to do the YouTube with it. I should remind myself anyway. Obviously, a few changes from the video I did about it. So I've got Alisson in net, Trent, Stones, Martinez, and Estupinian in defence. I've got Gordon, Barnes, Grealish, Odegaard in midfield with Haaland and Isak up top. Obviously, bench boost means that Areola, Saliba, Szoboszlai and João Pedro are involved also. Obviously, because first weekend I've tried to sort my team out to, I think we'll do well. Obviously, I've bench boosted because I've managed to have a nice balance with in the financial aspect of it, which is something I've never really done in previous years. I've always tried to focus on a starting 11 and have the bench as just the cheap fodder, essentially, so that I can try and focus on, in my eyes, getting more points here. But I managed to balance it quite well financially, so I've managed to get a couple of ones I think will do well this season for cheap, the likes of João Pedro and Estupinian. Gordon, he was a bit cheap as well, but I think he could kick on this season definitely. And Stones, especially in this new role he's got, I think he could do really well. Obviously Haaland captain, because they do play Burnley and they do spank Burnley every fucking time. But yeah, obviously deadline 6:30 tomorrow, so you'll probably see this video after 6:30. Excuse me. Depends how quickly I can get home from work and get this shit uploaded, because I won't upload until tomorrow night, so it'll be during the Manchester City Burnley match that you will be seeing this video, or after if you're going to watch the football. I don't really know. This is my Super 6 predictions. Obviously I've gone with Brighton 3-0 win at Luton, Everton to beat Fulham 3-1. I've got Bournemouth to beat West Ham lose to West Ham 2-0. Sorry, I've got a 2-2 draw for Newcastle Villa. I think that could be a draw. I think it'll be similar to the summer series. I think Villa will have strong spells. We'll have strong spells, and I think the home advantage for us will pay well. But I just think you've got two really good teams going up against each other. I think Kane will stay, so I think he'll make an impact against Brentford with a 3-2 win for Spurs and a 2-2 draw Chelsea Liverpool. Obviously bit of a bore fest in recent times, but both teams are looking to get on the up, so could definitely make an impact. But yeah, so that is my match week 1 I guess preview. I'm not entirely sure what I'll call this. I might call it Friday Night Football. We'll rip off Sky Sports, why the fuck not. But yeah, this has been Friday Night Football. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like if you enjoyed, and whether you know or not. Obviously, please like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you are new, please subscribe, as I'm looking to get content out every Friday. I do Newcastle videos. Thank you very much for watching, and adios.